Welcome to this course, where you will learn the fundamentals of IoT. This is a general course that will broaden your knowledge of IoT. With this course, you will gain a better understanding of what IoT is, how it utilizes smart applications and smart devices to create value for your customers. We will explain IoT without going into the technical details. And when you have completed this course, you will be better suited to understand how IoT can fulfill your customers' needs and create new business opportunities.
In this chapter, we will define what IoT is and look at the different phases that an organization can go through when adapting their business to IoT. We will look at some different use cases on how IoT can be used to enhance a product. IoT plays an important part in many organizations' digitization journey. Organizations all around the world are constantly exploring how to conduct their business in a more efficient way, to optimize their workforce and bring even more value to their customers. Let's start by stating a definition, so that we have a common understanding of what IoT is. There are different definitions out there. At Telenor, we define IoT as the concept of connecting any device to the internet or to another device, so that the device can send or receive information or perform a remotely controlled task. This can include any device, sharing any kind of information, or perform almost any task you can think of. An IoT device is quite commonly called a thing. When talking about IoT solutions, it's easy to get caught up in technical discussions about devices and technologies. In this course, we will mainly focus on the benefits and applications of the technologies, and not so much on the technology itself. Let's start by looking at the development phases. This will give you an overview of the steps we generally see when companies are deploying IoT solutions. It all starts with a connected product and ensuring that it's manufactured with the capability to communicate with another device or with the manufacturer's backend systems. One main driver for connecting your product can be to lower costs or increase productivity. This can be achieved by a connected product that shares data, so that the need to physically visit the equipment to collect information is removed. It can also be the ability to schedule preventive maintenance based on running hours for each device. For some products, connectivity is at the core. For instance, a home alarm system or an electric meter. For these products, connectivity is not optional. Several automotive manufacturers have enhanced their vehicles with IoT to provide an extended service. This can range from automated emergency calls to the ability to remotely control the heater in your car. As IoT is penetrating more and more industries, many companies find that they need to include IoT in order to stay relevant for their customers. The connected device allows the company to start introducing data-driven services, where the collected data from each device is used to create value for the end customer. One example of this is Scania, where fuel consumption statistics combined with a destination provides the logistics company with details on optimal amount of fuel for each delivery, ensuring that the truck doesn't carry extra weight if it's not needed. In the third phase, we find companies that have been able to convert their products into a service, adopting to a new business model. So instead of buying a climate system, you buy the service Fresh Air for your office space. Instead of buying a car, you subscribe to a mobility service giving you access to a car when you need it. There are many examples of products that are used only a fraction of their lifetime. Think of the possibilities to get more out of each product by ensuring it's used more hours of the day. Speaking of optimizing resources, the fourth phase is what we call the IoT ecosystem, where companies start to share data with each other to provide the consumer with a seamless experience. By combining the insights from different products, the result is exponentially better, with benefits for both the consumer and each participating company. This can range from cars reporting on weather conditions, so anti-skid measures can be applied where it's needed, to a water pump speeding up based on the scheduled wash cycle of the machines in a building. These are the steps that we usually see when companies start enhancing their products with IoT connectivity. Now let's look at how a business can utilize an IoT solution. There are vastly different ways of benefiting from a connected product, both from a business and a consumer perspective. We'll start with a product that's close to home, a lawnmower. Let's take a quick look at the benefits Husqvarna discovered by connecting their premium mowers with IoT.
Husqvarna has manufactured products for over 300 years. Today, they make a line of connected robot lawnmowers. With our IoT solutions, Husqvarna has reduced maintenance and warranty costs. Husqvarna has added customer engagement. Husqvarna has global connectivity and expert support. Why choose Telenor Connection? IoT made easy.
By adding IoT to their existing product, Husqvarna were able to substantially improve their customer engagement. By providing an app to control the mower, Husqvarna also got a direct communication channel to their end consumers, where they can offer support and timely offers on spare parts. With access to sensor data that can predict issues, Husqvarna can deploy preventive measures that decreases maintenance and warranty costs, as the problems can be corrected before they occur. A great benefit for both Husqvarna and their customers, who can rely on their mowers for years to come. Our next example might raise some eyebrows, but a connected ice cream machine can give you a whole lot more than you might expect.
The process of getting connected started in the late 90s, when the company started to look to the technologies available at that period. Before that, we realized that we could not get a local operator in each country where we had to deploy the system. So we started to work with Telenor Connection to get a global connection of our machines. Carpigiani was founded in 1946 by the Carpigiani brothers, who found out the way to automate the process of the production of the ice cream. The most important reason who drove us to connect our machines is that we have lots of machines installed in the field. We estimate in the hundreds of thousands. We wanted to cut some costs for the after-sales service, especially in the warranty period. So you can imagine how much it costs to us to make a service call to a place where you have to drive 400 kilometers, and then you arrive to the machine and you find out that you have just to adjust the setting and then you come back. The average lifetime of our machines is more than 10 years. That's another reason why we've been pushed to find a solution to connect the machines. Then last but not least, we had many problems in the past to get information during field tests of prototypes about their performances. So that's why this project was born in the R&D department. We changed our offering with the connectivity solution by proposing an optional service. Our connectivity solution is called Teorema. The process gave us lots of learnings. It is not so difficult to implement the connectivity solution inside the company's processes. In the future, we will embed the connectivity system inside the main board of the machine, but we will keep the connectivity solution as it is today. The process took us lots of gains. One of them is that today we have a team of software and hardware developers who knows how to develop the entire aspects of the system. And I think that using some analytics tool and on the data that we collected till today, we can give a better service to the customer in order of preventive maintenance, and so on. We tried in the past many different connectivity solutions, which can be the Wi-Fi, the Ethernet, and many more, but the only one who gave us a successful product is the server solution.
This is a great example of how IoT can be utilized to improve upon an existing product. By adding IoT to their ice cream machines, Carpigiani was able to cut their costs while at the same time providing better service to their customers. The end result is an ice cream machine that doesn't suffer from unnecessary downtime while waiting for a technician to reach the ice cream shop. An added bonus for Carpigiani is that they can use the data collected from their machines to improve their product and develop even better ice cream for the future. Next up, let's talk a bit about how the automotive industry has benefited from introducing IoT into their products. The automotive industry was among the first to adopt IoT, creating well-known services like automatic emergency calls when the car is in an accident. At the same time, the manufacturers started collecting sensor data for their own benefit. Over time, the cars have been equipped with more and more sensors, and the data is made available to the end user. This is how the car manufacturer expands their offer, moving into providing data-driven services. Instead of just selling a car, they can include things that add value for the consumer, like the possibility to remotely start the heater, so the car is defrosted when you need it. This is the kind of service that creates customer loyalty. And introducing apps to control your car also gives the manufacturer direct access to the consumer, which they have previously not had. But additional services are not only targeted at the consumer. There are also business-to-business examples, like the fuel planner, ensuring that the truck doesn't drive around with more fuel than needed, or tracking of running hours and performance data, so that the logistics company can plan a preventive service when it's convenient, ensuring that the truck doesn't break down but can fulfill its planned deliveries. There are many more examples, and as the automotive industry is moving towards self-driving cars that are shared instead of owned, new use cases will keep appearing, possibly shifting the car product into a mobility service. This concludes the first chapter describing what IoT is. Now you know how IoT can be used with different levels of integration, and how this in turn can be used to create value for both the end customer and the manufacturers. Let's move on.